What is happening? I am Sia and welcome back to the FM23 Tactics Testing League, and today we have the Trident 4312 by our Tricker 1. We've seen other 4312s do very well in this test, but let's jump in and see how it looks. So here we are, and as you can see in goal we have a sweep keeper on support. The left back and right back are both on wing back support with no further instructions, and we have the right sided centre back on centre defend cover with Mark Tighter, and the left centre back on defend. In the middle of the midfield three we have a deep line playmaker on defend alongside two Mazzalas on attack. We have an attacking mid on support. On the right hand side we have a deep line forward with dribble less, shoot less often, roam from position and tackle harder, and an advanced forward on attack, because you can't do anything else, you idiot, and shoot more often and tackle harder. We have a positive mentality, and in possession we are slightly more direct passing to space, playing out of defence, working the ball into the box, playing for set pieces, being more disciplined, focusing down the left and the right, and also underlapping left and right. Slightly higher tempo, playing fairly narrow, and then in transition we are throwing it long, distributing to the playmaker, distributing quickly, counter and counter pressing. And out of possession we have a much higher defensive line, a high press, pressing much more often, preventing the short goalkeeper distribution, stepping up more, trapping inside and stopping crosses. Let's get to Leeds, see how we get on with them, and see how many points we can get and where we end up on the leaderboard. So here we are with Leeds, and we finish in 12th place. I do think that's above actual expectation. Expectation's 14, so 2 places above expectation, and that is a ridiculous amount of money. Let's have a look how we did in the competitions. And 5th round of the FA Cup, 4th round of the Carabao Cup, losing to two good teams there, so it's nothing to be ashamed of. First of all, we'll go to the Carabao Cup because we always do. Let's have a quick look at how we got on there. So Man United in the 3rd round, a 2-0 win at home, followed by a 4-2 win against Swindon and a 7-0 drubbing to Liverpool. Cody Gakpo getting 3, Jota getting 2. In the FA Cup, we beat Watford 3-2, Charlton 3-1, and then Newcastle beat us 2-1. It's a close game at home. Unfortunately, didn't get the win. But in the league, let's see what I can obviously a 6-0 straight away. Right, we started the season off very nicely. 7 goals. I'm right, kind of 2-0, 4-0, 1-0. Getting destroyed by Man United. 3-1 Chelsea. I mean, we only got one big loss, haven't we, really? A 4-1 there. 6-0 City. Oh, we drew them first time, you know. We're picking up weird results of this formation, I think. Beating Chelsea 3-0, but then losing to Bournemouth, Palace, Arsenal. I think it's the fact they've got draws off teams that they probably shouldn't have in the grand scheme of things. Like this draw here, they probably shouldn't have got. The draw against Arsenal, the draw against City, they definitely shouldn't have got. Did you get anything off Liverpool? No, in the end. I mean, that 6-0 is an absolute shocker. If we have a look at the top goal scorers, no Leeds players in there. Average rating, I wouldn't have guessed either. Finishing 14th, you'd be very lucky to be anywhere near that. Never in the assists either. Let's go to the squad. We'll filter this down, remove the not at club and selection info. Top goal scorer, Nonto has 11, alongside Aronson, who also has 11. Next up, 9 for Rutter and 5 apiece for Rodrigo, Greenwood and Bamford. Bamford, he's had a shocker, hasn't he, really? He's had a shocker there, hasn't he? So assists, we have 9 for Nonto, 6 for Greenwood, 5 for Rocker, then 4 for McKennie, Adams and Rodrigo. Very small numbers. Average rating, only Joel Robles, our keeper, above a 7, which he played 2 games, so that doesn't count. Next up is Melier with a 6.93. This formation just has not worked, this one, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll gloss over this one. We'll go to Hull. We have 47 points. We'll add it to the kitty and see how we get on at Hull. So Hull, we got sacked. Hull got sacked. I don't know when we got sacked. We have 51 points. So this tactic does get the full points, but we do need to find out at what point we left. We lasted until the 25th of February. So let's see when exactly that is. 25th of Feb. I mean, it's quite far. It's after this Bristol City game. I mean, it's been a horrible run before that. Right, so we have up until February we can look at. So let's see what has occurred here. In the Cups, we beat Harrogate 7-1 early on in the season there. FA Cup second, AFL Cup second round, we lost 2-1 to Sheffield United. Then in the FA Cup, a 4th round loss to Newcastle 3-1 away from home. But the league wasn't looking too rosy, was it, to be fair? We started off so positively. 3-0 Bristol, 3-1 Preston, 3-1 Norwich. Obviously, you're going to lose to Burnley, a very, very strong side. What an absolute torrid. It's been torrid, I know this. A month of no wins here. We finally get back to winning ways against Wigan, 4-0 there. I mean, it's not a bad month. It's another 2-3 goals scored in the game. 4-1 against Millwall, and then, yeah, we just never ever get back to form. We beat Millwall 4-1. Then we get 1 point from the 5th of November up until the 25th of January. And then after that, we only get 1 point until the sacking. So you can't really complain too much, to be honest with you. Obviously, there's not much to look at now. Let's go to Bromley. They ended up finishing 18th. We got sacked. It wasn't the best result in the world, was it? But let's get to Bromley. Fingers crossed we can do a little bit better there, but I am not holding my breath. It's happening again. We're sacked. We're at Bromley and we're sacked. So let's go to the Vanarama National. Where are they? They're in 14th with 60 points. Not the best, is it? This hasn't gone that well. This hasn't gone well, has it? Let's go to Bromley and see when we got sacked. So hopefully we last a little bit longer than the 25th of February. The 24th of September. Oh, dearie me. 24th of September is when we got sacked. We only lasted a month and a half. It was after this result here. We didn't even play a cup game. It's a weird 2 months, I think. Obviously, 3 wins, 2 draws, 6 losses is not brilliant. We had a hell of a pre-season. I'm even drawn with West Ham under 21s, but ultimately just couldn't make anything work in the league. I mean, I think it's a little bit harsh. A 2-1 here. I mean, this got to mean we were never in that game, are we? I can't look at the game. Oh, they're not. Can't look at the game. I was hoping we could see a little bit of it. But a 1-0 loss to Notts County is very good, considering you have to consider the stature of both teams. But 2-3, I mean, we haven't picked enough points, have we? Then as soon as I get sacked, look at this. They'll win 3 on the bounce. Ultimately, it wasn't the most successful season for them, but we got sacked again. So there is 60 points, which means we have a total of 52, which puts us second bottom. So this is not a tactic you should be using. I mean, it probably could be good if you have the right players, but I do just think this tactic is a little bit exposed. There's a lot of instructions, and if we go back to Leeds, we can see the tactic again. There's a lot of instructions going on here that are probably unnecessary. This looks like an absolute mess. I mean, if I quick pick, see, I thought if I quick pick, we'd be able to see some sort of connections the players have made, but they just haven't. It just hasn't been working. I would give this one a miss. There is also my tier 10 topper, which is a 3-4-1-2, I think it is. That is also a good tactic to use. That's pretty high up here. It's in 4th place. Thank you. But thank you for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, comment down below what you think, and ultimately, probably give this one a miss.